Hello, audience. Please imagine the fact that I am singing a legally distinct version of The Price is Right's theme song. Because, that's right, it's The Price is Rice. Welcome to this non-stop game show because I cannot stop going to the hospital. I am your host, Franz, and here is my eternal contestant who cannot leave, John.
Hey, it's great to be here.
Great to have you too. Where are you from?
I'm from a little town called I can't think of a fake one. I'm from Alabama. It's great to be here.
You got any family in Alabama?
Yeah. They're all just watching and fucking and all that good stuff. You know.
Yeah. Got
you know how we do in Alabama. You know how we get.
So today for The Price is Rice, very simple question. Do you know what a capsule endoscopy is and or what it entails?
So endoscopy, so oscopy, the ending. I'm thinking camera, they look up something.
You're warm.
Alright. They look up something with the camera. Are they going up your butt again?
No, but you're kind of close. Same reasons.
Okay. Then I'm not sure. Then Mr. Carey from The Price is Rice, I'm not sure.
So, a capsule endoscopy is when a normal endoscopy is when they either go in down into your stomach to see your stomach or up your butt to see your large intestine. But in between your large intestine and your stomach, you got your small intestine. The miles and miles of tubing that is literally unmappable for all human beings. Just the spaghetti noodles in your crotch.
The last remaining Wild West.
the final frontier.
Yeah.
So to speak. It is the camera for an endoscopy is just a tube. It's just a cable. They go down. You ever seen those videos where they clean out the fat from a cable and they from a pipe?
Yeah.
And they just put down a cable and then twirl it around. It's that, but with a camera, and they don't twirl it around, thank God. Because believe you me, you feel it. So, getting a cable all the way throughout your whole small intestine is a Herculean feat. It is possible, but hopefully avoidable. Yeah. And thankfully, I have avoided it by doing a capsule endoscopy. The capsule part of it is the camera. It is a camera about the size of half my pinky, or maybe one knuckle from one of my fingers.
Is it a duomo?
Something around that size. And this capsule must be swallowed like a pill. And then you are hooked up to either, I don't know if it's Bluetooth or if it's RFID or, you know what? It might be RFID, but it is paired up to a monitoring device that records and also gives live video footage.
Holy shit.
Of the camera going down. And it takes about 3 pictures a second as it goes through. And the goal is to check are you got any polyps? Are you bleeding? Are you dying? Stuff like that. And that is what I have had done today. It is not invasive in the slightest, except I have a terrible case of heartburn due to fasting. But that aside, I did have the whole ass procedure today, and I do have a cost for you. Now, the grand old question for The Price is Rice. How much is a capsule endoscopy in the ye old land of the rising sun? Now, for reference, because this was completely new to me, I had never heard of this shit before I had it done to me. In America, with insurance, a capsule endoscopy will cost about 3,000 to 1,000 if you're lucky.
What the fuck?
Right. So, mind you, with insurance,
Yeah.
medical debt is a huge issue, but in Japan, socialized medicine is the price rice, John.
Oh, the price. Price is definitely rice.
The price is rice.
I'm gonna guess between 200 and 300 at like max.
Ding 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 ding. It cost me about 280. I actually don't know if my insurance covered it at all.
Even still, that's literally 10 times less than what it would
right.
cost.
And like it was a bit of a surprising cost because I don't ask how much things cost because I don't have to fear going into debt, but it was a little surprising.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh shit, okay, but it makes sense because I still have it in my body.
Yeah.
A newfangled piece of technology that is currently, it's dead. And I will have to fish it out my shit eventually because they do want it back.
Damn, I was about to say it's time to fish it out and what is it? Reverse engineer.
Legit. So hospitals, if you're listening, please stop listening. They said like, oh, like if like whoopsie doopsie you have to shit and like you flush it down, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Our plumbing systems are not that robust. There's no way that's okay. 2, does that mean I can fish it out and reverse engineer it and then just hook it up to an RFID? Like, I think you can just like, what's it called? The NTC, like where you just tap your phone.
Oh shit.
If I was smart enough, I would be definitely willing to fish it out my own shit, tap it to my phone, and then just have a fucking... It's like a fisheye lens, too, and has its own flash.
Holy shit. Yo, new stream cam incoming.
Stream... Dude, oh my god.
Stream tech is about to get revolutionized.
That would be so fucking funny. To just be like... Hey, what's up, chat? Like, I'm live with Cam and whatnot, and it's just literally the inside of my stomach.
Oh god.
And like the thing is, like, they want it back because it's reusable. So
it's reusable.
Yeah, they clean it, but
that's still uh-oh. Hold on.
Don't think about it too much because it does mean that something that came out of someone's butthole did just go into my mouth today, but let's not focus on that. Let's instead focus.
They've been taking shit out of people's butts and putting it in other people's mouths the whole time.
In order for it to just come out of their butts eventually, it's Ouroboros.
Yeah, it's Ouroboros.
The human centipede. Something.
Modern day human centipede.
We are thankfully not a scat fetishist podcast. We are a advocates of socialized medicine, but that's neither here nor there. We are a One Piece podcast. We are Paramecia Fancast, a One Piece fancast, where we review the latest chapter of One Piece and have a different One Piece related discussion every single week. My name is Franz.
My name is John. And when you said we're not a scat fetishist fancast, like literally when you said we are not, my first reaction was just once you were finished to say not yet. But then like hearing the end of that sentence, I was like, nope, it's that.
You cannot say that. You cannot say that about us because it is incriminating evidence that goes live to people every week. Internationally, too.
Yeah.
We're a small brand, but we're still a global brand, technically.
Yeah, what was it? I haven't kept up. We were at one point top 100 in Brazil. And I will wear that.
Sharp, that's all you.
That badge of pride forever.
No, it's not just Sharp, but I know that for sure. But Sharp's out there. spreading the gospel.
Putting Brazil
That's
on
right.
his back.
We have evangelists out there. No. But we're not here to proselytize. We're here to talk about chapter 997, Flames. I did see on Twitter, I will not be able to find it, or maybe it was like linked on our Discord, but I saw someone be like, oh, like I accidentally opened up the Spanish edition of like the new chapter, and I was like really confused as to the title. I was like, what the fuck is going to be in this? Because for those that don't know, flames in Spanish is the word llamas, spelled Llamas. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, that spelling seems a lot like a very fuzzy animal from like the Andes Mountains.
Llamas.
So definitely cause for confusion. But if I find the tweet, I'll link it in the Discord.
Foreshadowing. We've talked about, debated the strongest zone fruit in existence, and we were all wrong. It wasn't the dragon, it wasn't the Buddha, it wasn't all this dumb shit. It was the llama fruit.
We should have known all along. We should have known.
At like, they can spit so fast they can break the not even the sound barrier.
Observation hockey.
Yeah, it can break the light barrier. Is that even a thing?
The speed of light, yes.
Yeah.
Fucking pre-causal llama spit.
Yeah.
Spit so fast it hits you before anything happened. King Crimson.
Oh my god. Jesus. What is somebody, the ancient meme of like, King Crimson, how does he work? I had someone describe it online, and I was like, wow, like this actually makes fucking sense. Like, King Crimson is just packet loss. It's just online packet loss. And I was like, holy shit, like, reading the shitty, like, double translated manga, I would have never fucking guessed. Like, that's all it was. Like, oh, you should have just said that from the start.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah. Shitty Wi-Fi like, packet loss.
Having to deal with, like, causality and like, these, like, metaphysics terms, like, oh yeah, it's just packet loss. That makes so much sense. No, we're not a JoJo's Fancast either, though we are fans. We're opening up with Chef Kiss, another reader request. A raccoon dog priest smacking Sanji's shoulders because he's too distracted for Zen meditation. And, who was it in our dear Discord? Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald. 10 out of 10. That's, his old name was Chams. 10 out of 10 saying that this is the relationship between readers and Sanji right now. Because Sanji's a horny boy. And Zen meditation, if you didn't know, horny is a no-no.
Oh, man. I love it. Sanji, like, turning around the corner to look at Nami. And I love the stupid, like, raccoon guy has, like, the three-sword style, like fucking Zoro.
Sword in mouth.
Sanji
taking, like, a champ. I will say, this is, like, very there's no point in me bringing this up, but, like, the specific way you have to sit for Zen meditation is something I physically cannot do because either my calves or my thighs are, like, too large or my knees are not flexible. There's something in the equation of my body plus Zen meditation equals cannot. Because, like, you're supposed to put your feet up onto your thighs. Yeah. I cannot do that.
Man, it's kind of fucked up of them. Like, what if I can't do that either? Okay,
yeah, dude. The fucking Buddha.
How dare they body gate me out of Zen meditation?
Dude, so fucked. Can't believe them. Problematic.
Yeah,
but
guess I can't give up my worldly desires. Fuck this.
Time to go full throttle into hedonism, baby.
Yeah, fuck this. Let me play on my 52-inch TV, my PlayStation 5. Fuck it.
Nah,
I don't have either of those.
We open up with Sanji, 3rd floor, running up, and he still hears like, "Oh, it's so naughty, it's so naughty," and he keeps guising it like there's a woman calling for help.
Yeah,
and
they even explain like the gag that it like from like the gag that it's supposed to be.
Right, like,
because I don't know. You could see Sanji like Black Maria later says something, but I don't know. You could see Sanji's like, oh, like a woman's calling for help, and then it's like that's the famous sexual harassment technique of the land of samurai. The powerful man tugs on the sash of the helpless woman, and with each spin, she's not just losing a part of the cloth that covers her body; she's losing herself. And he's like, "I'm coming to save you," and he kicks through the wall, and he gets caught in a spider web, and like he gets fucking double kicked by. I can't see the legs. I'm assuming this ugly guy is like the spider smile.
Yeah, I do believe this. The ugly guy is the spider smile.
Yeah, but
it's kind of hard to tell.
It's also the freaking the snake smile teacher from the Flower Capital.
Yep.
She also they kick Sanji and wrap him up good, and I was like,
calling it a naughty trap.
Yeah,
and I will point out, the dude's got black teeth and it's fucking gross.
Yeah, that's why I think he's like a spider smile or something. Because I'm like, there's no way.
Actually cultural precedence to this.
Oh shit!
Meaning that me calling it gross is insensitive, but I'm fully aware.
Oh shit!
So, in Buddhism, like I don't know what
again with the Buddhists. They started it,
dude. Dude, all they do is body shame. Sarcasm. Because what it is that when it comes to Buddhism, like in front of the Buddha, you are not supposed to show any bones. I do not know where this rule comes from.
What the hell?
I do not know why it exists or why it was so prominent, but it was very like followed up until like I think well after the Heian period, around like up until the year 1000 or so. So for several centuries, it's primarily always seen as like women doing it, like upper class women doing it. I don't particularly remember any examples of men doing it, but it's the kind of thing where like a lot of societies have understood that teeth are bones. It sounds weird to say it, but it's true. Teeth are just bones.
Hey, and wait a minute. Somebody's like,
yeah, someone like thinking emoji, but and so you can't smile at the Buddha, but it's like very like in my brain, I'm like rationalizing it. Like it, like, you know, it's womanly to smile, but you can't smile in front of the Buddha. So like you gotta like cover your teeth with charcoal is what it was. Just like, you know how like people do that now for like teeth whitening?
Yeah.
Back then it was straight up like, ooh, can't show the Buddha my teeth. So that's what I think that is. I don't know the context as to why he would be doing that. It like might be that he's like some Buddhist trope, but I know the what. I don't know the why.
Yeah. Oh shit. Is Black Maria Buddhist?
I don't think so. I think
shit.
This guy at most is like some monk trope.
Shit. He's smiling at Sanji. Is Sanji Buddhist?
Sanji Buddha confirm?
Sanji Buddha confirm. Sanji's gonna get the Buddha fruit confirm.
Sanji
kills Sengoku and takes the Buddha. No.
they throw Sanji in front of Black Maria, something that actually happens. And Black Maria is very big, so it's like a Daibutsu, the giant Buddha statue. So Black Maria's the Buddha. She has the Hito no Mi model Buddha, but a woman.
Yeah. Oh man.
Because Sengoku's a man already.
Yeah. Good times. These Buddha guys. But yeah, they tie up Sanji in the spider web, and Sanji's like, "Damn it, it was a trap." And then the girl's like, another would-be hero with impure motives. Blackleg Sanji from the Straw Hat crew. Ooh, yeah, 330 million. You're big time. And Sanji's like, untie me right now and I'll let you go. I'm in a hurry.
Like,
they're like, how scary, trying to threaten us. I'm like, bruh, Sanji is the best.
Sanji's so, like, I'm, right now the way I'm feeling is very, like, doubt.png.
Yeah.
Cause, I don't know if his motives were truly, like,
I think, honestly,
gonna save a
like,
woman.
I like, as much, as funny as the, reader request was this week, the cover story, I feel like that is kind of a detriment to put it right in front of this moment with Sanji, because, like...
Yeah, it was kind of a reminder of, like, he's a horny bastard.
Yeah, in all the panels, like, the way he's acting, like, he isn't blushing once, like, he's literally like, oh, like, I'm gonna save you, like, screaming and shit.
That's true.
And I only flash back to, like, Dressrosa, because Dressrosa, he had a similar situation with what's-her-face? Scarlet? No, Scarlet was
Viola?
Viola. Yeah, Scarlet was Viola's sister. He had a moment with Viola where he was like trying to save her, quote unquote, but the entire time he was like blushing and hard eyes, like, oh, like, I hope she stabs me. And I'm like, dog, what the fuck?
Ooh.
Yeah. But this time, the line in particular where he's like, oh, untie me and I'll let you go. I'm in a hurry. I'm like, all right, like he's for real.
Right. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But Black Maria's like immediately looking down on him, you know, kind of doubting him like we are, like, what a boor. You want to turn our banquet hall into a battlefield? Well, I happen to have a soft spot for boys with rough edges. What do you say? Do you like me too? And like for a moment, I'm like, oh, like for a moment, Sanji's like, boy, don't insult me. Untie me now. You want the truth? The truth is, and ... And then
I
like,
love you.
no more trust in Sanji. No reason to the doubt. Fuck him.
Oh god, I love Sanji. I am very interested to see how he gets out of this one. We had talked about this before recording, but like, you know, he's constantly had to go up against this sort of thing. Like, it's been a thing with Sanji, like he's constantly having to go up against his own, like, sort of principle, like he'll never hit a woman, and he's constantly put in situations where like maybe he'll have to do that. And it's one of those things where, like, especially in the New World, he is, it's definitely, like, his, the Dressrosa again with Viola, but mainly in, Whole Cake. Like, Whole Cake was all about Sanji, like, getting through all these situations with, like, with his kindness. Like, his kindness is what won people over to his side and like, is what is able to get him out of these situations. And I'm totally... In this situation, tied up in front of one of the fucking Toby Roppo, who has an army of, like, you know, the I don't know if they're people. Geisha, but like the fucking the women, like she has her whole platoon seems to be this Buddha guy, but then the women that were like the geisha, yeah, they were watching her play the
kodo or the shamisen, whichever.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how exactly he gets out of this. Because I feel like him and Zoro are both going to end up making it to the top one way or another. Right,
there's going to be, like, lieutenant, like, second in command, like, moments.
Yeah.
But I think it would be interesting to see... Like, I don't think it's going to be a full-on fight like Sanji v. Black Maria. But what I would like to see is, like, Sanji have to use, like, a form of cunning or something to, like... incapacitate her in some way or like slip out of there.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be interesting to see. I'm still Sanji's #1 fanboy, here to tell you guys it's gonna be sick, trust me.
I'm like very, very low on that list. I'm like number 1 billion. I tolerate him.
No.
I'm number 8 Sanji tolerator.
Yeah. Oh god. But I love, we flash back to Luffy, and it's like, wait, where did Sanji go? And it's like, I don't know, he rushed off with a ferocious look in his eyes. Mind you, like, the entire end of the last chapter, he was screaming at them, like, don't you guys hear that? Like,
They completely ignored him. I
And
did
it's like,
not even realize that.
I flash back to Inzo when Luffy is, like, screaming, like, don't you guys hear that? When Zunisha's, like, screaming in his ear holes, and everyone's like, no, we don't hear anything, Luffy. What are you talking about, Luffy, you insensitive bitch? Like, same thing happens to you, and everyone's supposed to listen. But God forbid Sanji's like, yo, does everyone hear that? And Luffy's like, no, I don't hear shit, bro. No, I'm just
Luffy
memeing.
said, hell no.
Yeah, I meme. But we get some new genetic freaks of nature.
Boy, howdy. We got one from, like, deep in the background that I'd pointed out at some point previously.
Yeah.
But we got full name now, headliner, Mizurka. She's the girl torso in Gorilla.
Yeah, girl torso in gorilla torso. I love it.
And, like, the gorilla's, like, a full-fledged separate being.
Yeah. I love Gorishido is what she calls the gorilla. She's like, Gorishido, stop dropping banana bits on me. And the gorilla's just munching. Just eating the bananas. And then the other one we get revealed is Poker, who is a snake smile fruit. But I kind of like the design. Like, I love the way Oda draws snakes. They're so funny. The faces on these snakes are like my favorite.
They're like the snake from the Jungle Book.
Yeah, they
feel very
looking.
Disney.
Yeah, I love them. But this guy is a rattlesnake, and he has like the sort of the guardian deity, like, kind of halo around from his shoulders, like Luffy has that in the smoke as gear
and
forth.
And Nell,
like
too, kind of.
Yeah. He has sort of that going on, but it's the snake torso, and the tail and the face are his left and right legs, respectively, of the snake.
That's so good design.
Yeah, it's so good. But he's like, oh my god. He's like, they're like, both of them are like, we already let Kid get past, but look at Straw Hat. He's worth 1.5 bill. That's more than to make up for failing earlier. And he's like, I can already see my Toby Ropo promotion already. Not bad. But before even getting there, the snake guy, they're waiting at the stairs, and then the samurai are like, Straw Hat, over here. And they're like, what? Like, we made a ladder just for you. Like, the stairs are swarming with enemies. Like, you can get up to the 4th floor with this. And they're like, thanks, that's a huge help. And you cut over to an empty hallway, and the snake Poker is like, where are they?
10 out of 10. Like, very instant, like, setup and joke, but, so good.
Yeah, so good.
We continue on the performance floor all the way at the bottom, and we see Big Mom, like, keep going up. Zoro's, like, looking at her, and some people are, like, making a comment like, thank goodness that hag is leaving. I thought she was gonna wreak havoc. And we see a very small object come down the hole.
Yeah, fall down.
And, like, there's a bunch of, like, little scrubs on all sides, like, oh, Pooh's over there, grab the antibodies, this and that. Zoro's focused on what's dropping. He's no focus on anything else. And it lands. And you have one of the Yakuza bosses
right in front of him.
Yeah, right in front. One of the Yakuza bosses is like swinging around at the other Yakuza bosses. Chopper's like half infected. Like, there's people like left and right getting hit hard. Queen's laughing, and Zoro's putting on his serious face as Drake is like, he's given Apu the rush down.
Yeah.
Apu's not having any of it. And we get a nice and easy. All you hear is this panel. More so than what comes next. The setup is just Zoro's silhouette crouching down, and we get like a little ting sound effect. And he just, Iaido cuts up Apu in one foul swoop. No more messing around. Gets the virus.
Oh, so fucking sick. I will say, we learn what he sees in like a page or two, but I love, once again, for all the memesters out there who are like, Oda's paneling. Look, when you see the thing fall, when Zoro notices whatever's falling fall, you see it as a tiny piece, and then you see the trail of smoke falling right in front of him in the panel, and then when it shows his face, you hear the thwud right underneath the panel where it was dropping, right on, like, oh, that's so good.
That's really smart.
Like, it falls, and then when you look directly down, you hear the thwud right in Zoro's face. Like, it falls, like, right in front of him. Oh, it's so good. So good. Good paneling.
That's so wild. I did not even notice.
I just noticed it right now, and I was like, holy shit, it's so good. But yeah, Apu gets his ass, like, handed to him in one the lion slash, I think it's Shishi Son or whatever he calls it. It's the same thing he did against Mr. One in Alabasta.
Yeah.
Like, I think he did it again also. He's done it before in the New World. I can't remember.
I think he did it to Pika, maybe?
Yeah, he did it to somebody. But it's such a fucking just badass technique. Just like EI slash into like just with one sword. Like,
dude, EI, like, the EI method of like swordsmanship is just like way too fucking cool.
Yeah. Oh, if fucking Yuzuriha in Unist wasn't so, like, I love execution characters, but even she is like daunting, but she has that sword style, and I'm like, fuck, she's so cool.
Dude, I actually started learning her in my brief stint with fighting games, and the 3D chess I had to play against myself.
Yeah.
To just play her.
As soon as you go into her stance and you see all of your buttons and one of them is shaded out, literally that picture of Kinemon with like the math, like, that's me. Like, wait.
It is just so hard to just deal with it.
But they've made it easier since the first version, but even still, it's like ape brain. I'm like, that's why I played the spider guy, because I'm like, hey, I could be galaxy brain and be going out of my mind, or I can go ape brain and just knock you down and set shit up and be like, haha, wake up, bitch. Time to guess.
All I know is unga bunga.
Yeah, but oh man, so Zoro gets you see him handing the virus to the antibodies to Chopper, and he's like, you can handle this, you'll live, right? And Chopper's like, of course, I've already figured out how this virus works. And I love the little panel of I love Zoro and Chopper. Chopper's like, yeah, I already got it. Zoro's like, I knew you would. But
dude, that smile, so Zoro smiling,
yeah,
is so good.
What's that meme? You've been blessed by a Zoro smile. Repost for a good day.
Yup.
But I love it. He's like, listen up, everybody. And you see Brook holding a fire to Chopper. And he's like, use fire on the ice oni. The virus is fused with a gas that chills the body. Just look at me. Once you stop the chilling of your body, the virus won't reproduce. I'll make enough antibodies for everybody. I'm a doctor. I'll save anyone, friend or foe. Hang in there. Don't fall victim to a heartless creep like him. And then, like, you just see, I'll show you, you little raccoon, and Queen has a fucking bazooka, like,
oh, it's his Gatling gun.
His Gatling gun. Okay, that's a little better, but I literally thought he just pulled out a bazooka, like, you fucking raccoon.
Fucking 360 rocket launch, yeah. Chopper.
I mean, I guess this isn't any better with the Gatling gun, but still.
But no, he takes a fucking slash straight to the Gatling gun, and Zoro like yells up at him, what is this stupid game about? I didn't come all the way to the island to waste time on a bunch of nonsense. They say Kaido's the toughest guy in the world, so I'm here to slice him into pieces. And as he says
yes,
the ground starts shaking, and like, I shit you not, everyone in the whole community clenched their butthole.
Dude, the biggest bait. Shoutouts to Oda, dude.
Dude, Oda said, hey, you know what'd be funny? Dude, this is just a joke with him and his editor.
Yeah, because, okay, everybody has been on, like, Zoro's gonna get Conquering Kings. And, truth be told, like, yeah, Rayleigh got it. I don't really care if Zoro gets it. But it's just funny when shit like this happens. Like, the great bait.
Yeah.
My reaction to this was, from, oh my god, what was it? From Mad Max. Where Mad Max Fury Road, where he's like, yep, that's bait.
Truly and honestly, but like, I
love it. Yeah, him and his editor must be laughing it up, dude. It's so great. Because even Brooke is like, is it hockey? The color of the Supreme King? What have you done, you beastly man? And Zoro's like, I didn't do this.
Dude, chef kiss.
Oh my god.
But like, despite the whole bait and like us having like the whole meta joke, Robin comes in with like a very pointed observation.
Yeah.
Telling him, I know how you feel, Zoro. I saw it too. I saw what fell through the hole in the ceiling. That was Okiku's arm.
Oh.
And dude, I was blindsided.
The reveal of, like, seeing this and then realizing, like that shit set him off. Like he saw that and he was like, fuck all this. I'm getting up there. Dude, look, Zoro and, oh my god, Zoro and, Momo's sister.
Oh, Hiyori?
Zoro and Hiyori is, like, strongest ship. But right now, Zoro Okiku. If you had to put a gun to my head, his reaction to this is just so, like, oh, I like that.
Dude, it's so, like, he has been activated.
Yeah.
Zoro's had his almonds activated, and no one can stop him now.
Oh, it's so good. And then, he's like, we got a late start. I wish I could just fly right up there. But neither route will be that simple. And it flashes to King and Queen just sitting there. And, I love this. He's Straw Hats. And Robin's like, Marco the Phoenix? Yep, that's me. He's like, you guys are the real muscle. What are you doing stuck on this floor? Need my help with anything? And I love
what
it.
a coinky dink.
Yeah. Already before this, everybody was like, oh, like, a virus? I bet Marco's gonna come. But now, like, the page before where he's like, just use fire on it. Oh, I wonder who is a medical expert and also has a lot of fire.
Oh, wow. I didn't even consider the fire aspect.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, a phoenix's flames have special properties.
Yeah. It's been set up from the start. But I would like, because Zoro's like, oh, I wish I could just fly up there. But neither route will be that simple. And then Marco's like, oh, I need help with anything? I would like Marco to, like, help Zoro get up there. Like,
just UMD airdrop Zoro in.
Yeah. Because I have no, if he could fling Zoro up there and then, like, defend, like, he could take on King or Queen and be like, nah, like, y'all can't stop my boy from getting up there.
It would be fun to see, like, what we expected of, like, Zoro versus King. But at this point, we don't know where King is.
Yeah. I have no idea where King is. I mean, if anything, I feel like, yeah, because it's set up like Queen is here. So everyone's thinking, like, oh, it's going to be Queen versus Zoro. But, like, I really think
Queen's
that it's going to be...
jobber, question mark?
Yeah, I really think it's going to be King versus Zoro, if anything. And then Queen versus Sanji. Because Queen had that interesting moment last chapter, I think, where he was like, oh, like, even the son of Judge, like, Judge Vinsmoke, even your son is here, like, Zoro, like, or Sanji, he mentioned him, like, by name. So I'm like, okay, they have some sort of past, and it would be cool to get another moment of Sanji being like, hey, like, stop fucking calling me that name. Like,
that'd be really cool. Really, really cool. All the while this is happening, we still get Tama and Nami, like, running away.
It's so cute.
Just like, oh, I'm scared. I'm not scared.
Yeah, Otama, I'm scared. I mean, I'm not scared.
And we got, like, Luffy being like, oh, an earthquake? And Jinbei does bring up that, like, it's a weird island. And, like, already as, like, if you've listened to us before and listened to us throughout all of Wano arc, we've brought up several times that, like, Oars is the continent puller. And, like, all of, like, the areas of Wano are, like, completely different ecosystems.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, including and especially Onigashima. So that's where my brain went. At the end of the chapter, we'll see. But that's where my brain went first.
Yeah. Before the end of the chapter, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like, I just thought my brain first went to, like, is it one of these things where it's like, oh, like the island only appears like for a short amount of time and then it goes underground, like it goes back underwater or something like that.
Oh shit, yeah.
I
oh
thought
man, that
maybe,
would have fucked the whole dynamic of everything.
I thought they were doing something like that, but I mean, it shows the island. They're like, oh, the island's shaking. This has never happened before. And we see the Heart Pirates, the rest of them, and they're like, we can't surface right now. We got to move away for the moment. And they're like, well, that's not good. Now we can't join the fight. And it's like, well, wait, why wouldn't they be able to join the fight? Like,
right.
Couldn't you just surface and, like, you know, like, find a place to surface and then go? But, no.
Uh-oh. And then Black Maria knows what's up because she says, so impatient.
Yeah.
And Hyogoro Kid, they're like,
oh shit. And we get outside the dome, Yamato's carrying Momonosuke and Shinobu. And he's like, your life is the top priority, Momonosuke. Let's get in the ship and move away from the island. And Yamato's like, oh, there's no Animal Kingdom ships. What? And there's no sea.
and that's like
yeah.
Ugh!
Momo's like, what does that mean? And Yamato is like, I was too late. There's no escape to sea anymore. That's what this shaking is about. And he's like, what's happening, Yamato? And Yamato, he's like, dragons fly through the air by creating something called flame clouds, which we kind of like knew from Momo, because when Momo flew,
he summoned the clouds.
He was like climbing clouds, and it's like, oh shit, like that's how, like, it's, I don't know, it's cool to get like dragon lore right now. Like that's how they fly. But this is like fucking insane to me.
We flip the page. He finishes his line. Kaido's sent Onigashima itself aloft, and we see it fly up into the sky, held up by a little spiral of these clouds. He's going to move the entire island to the flower capital.
Oh, and it's crazy. Like, you can see, oh my god, and you could see like the spiral around the island. And then as it zooms in on Kaido in the panels, like, next to it, you could see the spiral, like, directly coming from Kaido himself. I'm like, dude, this is so fucking, like, Jesus Christ, he could do this, like, on a whim. Like, how?
It's so nuts. Like, it's so scary. Especially because, like, at the same time, like, we see him and no one else. We do not see the red scabbards.
Yeah.
And he's presumably talking to someone. Are you satisfied yet? Kozuki is finished. Wano, or more accurately, New Onigashima, will become a pirate stronghold. Let us begin the world of violence. Now, fuck what he said.
Yeah, now fuck what he said.
I want to go to zoom and enhance to Yamato what he was saying about dragons fly through the air by creating something called flame clouds. Now, again, if you've listened to us ever since the beginning of Wano, you might be tired of hearing this, but we've known that dragons are just like a canon thing.
Yeah.
Like, they existed.
They're like an ancient, like, race. Like, the dragons in Vegapunk and Punk Hazard were artificial creations by Vegapunk, because, like, they say he was trying to, like, recreate, like, dragons for some reason.
And so him creating like I don't so I this is gonna sound like a crack theory, but usually when zone fruit users like there's no question about it, Kaido's a zone fruit user.
Yeah.
When zone fruit users use an ability from one thing or another, like they usually are either in like their full like zone form or in their hybrid form, right?
Yeah.
Like there might be some exceptions. I'm not a hyper lore master, but I feel like it tracks that like if like you could be like very granular about it, like not go full hybrid, but like if you were like a snake zone fruit user, like you like pop out your fangs a little bit, you have to activate in some way.
Yeah.
But we have not seen Kaido activate.
Yeah.
So
he's in like his humanoid form right now, quote unquote.
Right, he's in his humanoid form, quote unquote, but what if this is his hybrid form?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. What if this entire time his humanoid form has just always been his hybrid form? Like he's just constantly in it.
And
it would
like,
make sense because the hybrid form is the strongest form for a zone
right.
user.
And like because he's the Beast Pirates, there'd be no reason for him to not be in that form.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. I mean, I the closer we get to the reveal of his fruit, the more and more I'm like, I really think that he's a dragon first, and like he ate some other fruit. Because even Yamato, like I don't know how the fuck you would explain Yamato if he's like a real dragon. But Yamato started transforming last chapter. Like we could see his fangs, like his teeth. And I don't know, it's like, does Yamato have like a dragon? Is Yamato just part dragon? Like, does he have a dragon transformation?
Right, like we saw him bare fangs all of a sudden. And like, at what? To who?
Yeah, it's, oh man, I have no idea. All I know is I feel like I lean more and more towards Kaido's an actual dragon. With no real science behind it, but I feel like to make flame clouds like this big, like
this
I don't know,
prominent, like
yeah, even if it's like the strongest zone for I don't know, maybe if it is the dragon zone, he's just that strong to be able to do it. But something tells me like, okay, this is something that like, oh, like the reason he's able to do something as crazy as this is because like,
he's the best.
Yeah, he has proper control of those flame clouds because he's been using them like his entire life because he's originally a dragon. Like that's why he's able to like
that's what control them saying. This big. Dude, Kaido's a dragon. But
yeah.
Even if you disagree with us, I feel like we can find common ground that there is a strong potential that he is currently in his hybrid form.
Yeah. If he's not a dragon originally, yeah, I feel like either way you land on that theory, the hybrid form theory, I think it has a good chance. Like the entire time he's just been in his hybrid form, like which would be absolutely insane. Because like it would make sense too, because he's able to use this power in this form.
Makes so like much
we've
sense.
Seen him fly and shit, you know, as the dragon, but man. It's so this final panel got me. I was like, oh shit. And I don't know if I think that's the Sunny, but you could see like the little boat like falling.
Is it? Hold on.
I can't tell if it's the Sunny or not. I can't remember where the Sunny was like parked.
Oh, no, you know what? I think it is the Sunny.
Only because of the things on the front. That's why.
Yeah. But, it's very hard to tell.
Yeah.
I'd have to like orient my app differently. Hold on.
No, even then, I think the details on it are like kind of.
It could be. It might not be.
It might not be. I can't remember because I can't remember where they parked the ship because I remember that little gate there. They parked it before. Or not? No, the Sunny should be inside of Onigashima because remember they got into that.
Oh yeah.
they entered into like where the stairs were, and you could see like the giant sword and all the buildings around them. Yeah, it's on Onigashima. So I don't know what ship that is, but I'm pretty sure the
I
Sunny.
cannot wait for the coup de burst straight out of Onigashima.
Yep. It's gonna be so good. God, yeah. The next chapter, we're on break next week, I believe. So the next chapter is December 13th. But
believe so.
Yeah, I think it was confirmed by Jump. It's we're gonna end the year. The last chapter of the year is gonna be 999, and then the first chapter of 21 is gonna be chapter 1000.
That's so hype.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh. And I know, like I'm hyped for chapter 1000. Chapter 1000 is gonna be so crazy. But I also know that the final chapter of the year is gonna be such a fucking cliffhanger, just like with fucking like.
And it's a break
like,
too.
Yeah, 899 into like chapter 900. Like, oh shit, it's gonna be insane. But yeah, no, that's I am thoroughly excited for the lead up. It feels like the lead up to 1000 is getting crazier and crazier.
I'm so like,
because Kaido had said, like, oh, like, you know, I'm gonna make the Flower Capital like my base of operations, like New Onigashima, and it's like, okay, I did not think he was gonna lift the whole fucking island.
I did not think so. How granular is his control of levitating things? Because does he just levitate things, or does he control things? Just levitate, right?
Oh God, see, hopefully. Because my big galaxy brain is that he's gonna do that with the remains of whatever this giant fucking skull is, and it's gonna be like, yeah, giant skelly bones like Megazord villain. Like,
oh my, dude,
Kaido gets a Susanoo from Naruto.
I'm so fucking excited.
If Kaido doesn't do it, Big Mom will do it with the she'll make it a homie. Somebody's gonna do it.
I hate the fact that she can do that. Yeah. I hate it. Which, like, if there are other remains, that means she can homify it. But how much of her soul would that take?
I have no idea.
I feel like it would take too much of her soul. Like, that feels like hand wavy, but like,
yeah,
because if not,
maybe it'd be something like she has to give up Zeus, Prometheus, and the hat.
Napoleon,
right? Maybe
yeah.
She would have to give up all three of them. Like, she'd have to unhomify them to give all the homie power to the skilly bones. Which would be a good way for people to like actually fight her one-on-one. Like, because I feel like that in and of itself would leave her weak enough for like somebody else to, other than like, or like even Luffy. Like, I feel like Luffy would be able to take her on if that was the case. Like, he'd have to worry about the giant skull, but like, you know, if the whole
but that's two things instead of 5.
Yeah. If the rest of his crew is taking on the skull and he is able to like get in on Big Mom, I feel like if that was the case with no homies, I feel like Luffy could probably take her on and win. I don't know how easy it would be. I'm not saying it would be like the easiest thing, but I feel like minus homies, it's an even matchup at worst.
Brook would still win.
Brook, oh my God.
Because he's not only is he Skelly Bones himself, but he is the Soul King.
The soul. Oh my God. Brook being able to exercise the giant bones would be fucking sick.
Or Brook use his soul be Big Bone.
Yup. Dude, a Brook. Okay, this final panel. A skull joke coming from this giant skull would
reverberating through everyone's like heart and soul.
Yeah, I could just imagine a scene where like Kaido, like, you know, going down this theory rabbit hole. If Giant Skull becomes alive and Kaido thinks it's like Big Mom's, and Kaido is like, oh, like I have the giant skull on my side, you guys can't. And we just get a panel of the skull being like, yo ho ho! Like, Kaido's face would just be like, oh.
The same way that he came in and destroyed Big Mom's picture of Bigger Mom.
Like, I'm just imagining a similar panel of Zunisha just fucking destroying Jack's ship. Like that, but with giant skull Soul Brook, like destroying wherever Kaido is.
Yo!
That, or if we get fucking, the only word that comes to mind is KaidoPOG. Like, if we get Kaido with, like, the Eneru reaction from, like, or like Luffy's reaction to seeing Sabo alive. Like, if we get a Kaido face like that, it would make it all worth it.
Dude, all the death, all the pain to get a Kaido face. I feel like it's not that likely, but we can get Big Mom Pog.
Big Mom Pog. Either, dude, Yonko Pog in general. Either one of them. I'll take a Yonko Pog from either one of them.
It'd be so worth it. So worth it.
Oh my, so fucking worth it. I can't think of a crack theory. Yonko Pog, I think is the most crack theory I get.
It's already pretty cursed as is.
Yeah. To think about that is cursed enough.
Big Mom Pogging.
God, any One Piece character pogging in general.
Great idea is Big Mom pogging, and then Kaido being punished Gutex.
Yeah.
That picture of Gutex like 2 years ago where like he's got like so many wrinkles and he's just like,
oh my God, yeah, where
he's so tired.
Already in the midst of COVID denying. Like,
right.
Punished Gutex. Oh God. Yeah, if we're gonna end it on anything, if you follow fighting games at all, man, F in chat for Gutex, guys. He went from cross counter to being a COVID denying anti-masker. Like, Jesus. You hate to see it.
You really hate to see it. You went way too hard on all that shit, and don't hold heroes. Heroes.
No heroes allowed.
That is coincidentally a One Piece theme.
Yeah, Luffy said no heroes, and so do we. For very different reasons. Luffy didn't want to share his meat, and we don't want shit like this to happen again with Gutex. But what am I looking for? The word let's petition to replace PogChamp with any other Pog. KaidoPOG, Big Mom Pog, Fish Pog, which I'm very fond of. I love Fish Pog.
Oh man, what's it called in my brain? Just, it would be real good, like good enough that like we should commission an artist, like Usopp Pog.
Oh my, yes. Usopp Pog.
Wait, no, there's that. Oh my God, there's that artist Tina.
Oh my God, yes.
Right, Tina Fate.
Yes,
Tina Fate 1 on Twitter. Like,
she is fantastic.
She did the My Hero One Piece like crossovers.
Yeah,
and immediately before that, she draws a lot, so I'm gonna have to like really scroll down. She did something about like Nami as a streamer.
Oh, and there was wasn't there a Pog already?
It was Borsalino.
Yes,
instead of PogChamp, it was Borsalino. like how absolutely legendary. Absolutely legendary.
Fucking Borsalino Pog. I never knew I needed it as much as right now.
Borsalino Pog. Resident Fujitora or Fujitora sleeper. Fuck, what else? Oh wait, hold on. She just did like a whole suite of them. A whole suite of like emotes. I'll post that link on the on our Discord.
Yeah. When it's found, I'll retweet it on the on our Twitter account. Which, oh my god, perfect. You set them up.
I set it up. You dunk them.
You set it up, and I dunk.
Alley oop.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for us this week. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media, including our Twitter, at Paramecia Cast on Twitter and Paramecia Fancast everywhere else. Episodes go up every single Monday following the official release on Sunday. ParameciaFancast.libsyn.com is where episodes are uploaded, and as soon as they're uploaded there, they're sent to every podcatcher. You can subscribe to us and like us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, YouTube Music, I think gets podcasts. Any podcatcher you're using, you can catch us, pun intended there. Episodes also go up on YouTube the same week. YouTube has been very gracious. Last week, YouTube graciously allowed me to upload the podcast and the YouTube video the same day.
Oh, same day?
So yeah, there was no problems with the YouTube upload last week. So I was like, wow, this is pretty Borsalino Pog, if I do say so myself. But goddamn, yeah, YouTube is finicky. But subscribe to us on YouTube. We got a pretty good community. Small on YouTube. Subscribe to us and like our videos on YouTube. But we got a pretty small number of subscribers. It's constantly growing, so it's we're getting there.
We're getting there. Like we like don't be fooled by like our numbers on like social media, because like social media, like this is also advice to you if you're like a creator. Like pay more attention to like how your stuff is viewed as opposed to like how many follows or metrics and whatever. Just like look at like raw views, because that's consumption. Like the amount of people that like the way some people use Twitter, for example, is that like if something's not their like aesthetic or something like falls in their like general purview of something, they won't follow it. Like that's a pretty common thing. It's not that they don't like your piece of media, it's just that like that's not how they use Twitter. And so like we've gotten really embroiled as content creators in general in this day and age, gotten really embroiled in like the numbers, man. We got it.
The
10K. We're shooting for 10K likes in this video. But I don't people seem to enjoy your shit.
Yeah. The number of followers is not as important as like the engagement you get.
Right.
And I feel like we get a lot, like the Spotify numbers themselves. I haven't checked the iTunes numbers in a while, but the Spotify numbers are like really good. And I assume the iTunes, because those are probably the two biggest ones people find us on. And even the unique downloads from the Libsyn.
Yeah.
Because I think, because that takes into account downloads, and I think it also takes into account the Spotify listens.
It should, yes.
Yeah. But those have been consistently growing. So it's it's not all about the like Twitter followers and like
right.
Just base, like if you're just going on the number, like the followers on your Twitter doesn't really mean anything. It's like the engagement you get. I mean, obviously, grow the Twitter, like constantly consistently post and try to get more followers and stuff, but like us, like most of our engagement comes from our Discord, honestly. Like we're constantly in there growing that like a lot. Like it feels like every other day somebody new is joining.
Right. And like it's understandable, like our Discord's like relatively like large. There's like about 60 people in it, and like nobody posts there every day. I check the Discord like once every couple of days. Like no one can be extremely online, but like the conversations we have are real nice to get down to, and like it's nice to have like-minded individuals. Like we don't agree on everything by far, but like we don't want to like be a community where we just fling shit at walls and like yell like bonobo apes.
yeah, we're not a bunch of We're not a bunch of Neanderthals.
Exactly.
Cro-Magnons. We're not Cro-Magnon.
We're sitting here. We are Homo erectus. The big brain.
Erectus.
Yes,
Hell
we are
yeah.
the gay bone.
Oh, man. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back next week with a break week episode. And
With
then
something, question mark.
yeah, we'll be back with something. And then chapter 998 the following week. Yeah, Homo erectus. That's
That's it. That's all you need. Homo erectus is science for gay boner.